Are you a noob from the first sea? Do you constantly beg for fruits?
Well, in today's video, I'm here to help you. I'm going to be discussing the 5 best fruits for first sea players in Roblox. Before getting into this video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn notifications on. Alright, let's go. Now the first fruit I want to talk about, and the 5th best fruit for first sea players, is the flame fruit.
Wow.
This is an elemental type fruit, which allows for protection against sword, punching, pretty much everything.
Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. You can't.
And it's relatively cheap, costing around 250,000 or 550 Roblox if you're rich. Now, the reason why the flame fruit is so good is actually because of Firefly, which allows you to fly. Some of the attacks include Fire Bullets, Burning Blast, Fire Column, and Flame Destroyer, and even Fireflight, which I'm showcasing right now. This fruit is the 5th best for the first sea, but stay tuned to the end to find out what the best fruit for the first sea is. Much like the flame fruit, we're sticking with fire. The 4th best fruit for the first sea is gonna be the magma fruit. Not only does this fruit do an insane amount of damage, but it also allows the user to walk on water once awakened. Alright, now let me showcase some of the moves of the magma fruit. My magma fruit is actually awakened, so it does do a little bit more damage and the moves look a little bit different, but it's still just as good in its unawakened form. So let me go and show you. Alright, so the first move that I'm going to showcase is called the Magma Shower, which is actually the Z move. And as you can see, it just sends out giant punches of magma that actually mold with the ground, and it just one-shots all of your opponents. And now I'm going to show you the Volcanic X move, which is the Volcanic Assault. So let's do that. As you can see, it even one-shots bosses. The next move is the C move, called Great Magma Hound. And it's kind of just a smaller version of the Volcanic Storm, which is the V move. It still does a decent amount of damage, and overall it's just good for grinding. Now, let me go and showcase the Volcanic Storm, which is also the V move. And this move does an insane amount of damage. And the great thing about this fruit is that it allows you to walk on water, and it's really helpful, like let's say if you're hunting sea beasts in the 2nd or 3rd sea. So this fruit is so good because it has longevity to it. It will allow you to use it in the 1st sea, but it's also a great fruit going into the 2nd sea and the 3rd sea. Honestly, I am a little bit salty that I'm ranking the magma fruit in the 4th position as the 4th best fruit, because my name is Fireballs, and this fruit, I just love this fruit because of the magma shower, the volcanic storm that can get unleashed on opponents. And once again, my name is Fireballs, so of course I'm gonna love magma and fire, but still, this fruit is only the 4th best fruit, which means that we have 3 other fruits on this list that beat it out. The next fruit I'm going to talk about is the best fruit for grinding and getting levels in the game. If you want a fruit for just sheer grinding, I 100% recommend getting this fruit. And that fruit is gonna be the Buddha fruit. The reason why the Buddha fruit is so good for grinding is because of the Z move, which allows the user to transform into like this big golden god looking thing. And with that transformation, you actually get a 40% defense buff. And your hit radius, so like if you use your sword or if you use your combat skill, is just absolutely massive. It's probably like double or triple in size. And the only thing that kind of matters about the Buddha is that Z move. So that's all you really need to worry about. But make sure when you get to the 2nd sea, you awaken it, because it becomes so much better, making you even bigger, and it gives you a 55% like defense buff when you awaken it. The Buddha fruit is really good for grinding, but it also has other good feats to it, just like this PvP battle that you can see right here. This guy, a 6 million bounty, ends up trying to sneak on me, but I hit my Sanguinar. He's a chop user, so I have to use my attack, and I just go go and completely spam attack him, and I end up getting the kill. But it doesn't give me his bounty because it's a suspicious kill. Buddha is such a great fruit because it stays consistently good from the first sea all the way to the third sea. Now, it might be the best fruit for the second sea if you consider it for grinding, but this video is strictly about the first sea, which means there are 2 other fruits that rank a bit higher than the Buddha. Jumping into the second best fruit for the first sea is actually going to be the ice fruit. Now, this fruit transforms the user into Frozone.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
The reason why this is the second best fruit for the first sea is because it allows you to glide over the water using your ice skating. It has an insane trident that does damage. The absolute zero move, which is the V move, just does an insane amount of damage, and it has a nice stun, so it's just great for later on. It's great for the first sea, and it's just good for grinding in general because it's pretty easy and accessible to get. Now, I know we have been flying by these fruits. It has just been rapid fire, one after another, but now we are finally at the best fruit that you can possibly purchase or get or whatever in the first sea. So give me a drum roll. Alright, now the best fruit that you can purchase or buy in the first sea is the barrier fruit. Alright guys, obviously I'm joking. I think everyone knows that the barrier fruit is pretty trash. But the real best fruit that you can use for this first sea has to be the light fruit. The light fruit gives you insane speed, and much like the ice fruit, it sort of gives you like this little sword that's made out of light, and it does pretty decent damage. So I would say if you're lucky and your mom gives you her credit card to spend some Robux on this game, I would definitely recommend buying the light fruit. The light fruit, like many of the other fruits on this list, are actually elemental type fruits, which means that you aren't going to be taking any damage from like melee attacks or swords, and it just allows the user to grind so much easier, I would say is the best way to put it. Yeah, and it just pretty much allows you to get to the second sea, which I think is everyone's main goal. Now, if you guys want a chance to win one of the fruits in this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and tag a friend in the comments to win the 100 subscriber giveaway. Now, thank you guys for making it all the way through this video about the 5 best fruits for the first sea. Just to add a little bit of like disclaimer, this is all my opinion, so if you think differently about any of these fruits, just leave me your opinions in the comments, and peace!